Today is 3rd of November. I said let me take a minute and talk about the importance of this platform of LPC. Yes, I know it is important to me personally because being a co-founder, but I'm really now just coming into the aspect of how much needed it is. And I want to make this one not a very long video. But last week I had an encounter. I have like several stories that I want to talk about, and I'll be doing one a day. Last week, somebody came to our office and was asking on behalf of her clients about a very specific type of property that her client wanted. On our website, we didn't have what she wanted. However, because we are land surveyors for a long time and we've been in this industry for a long time, we know other agents. So I said, actually right now, we don't have, none of our clients, none of our sellers has listed what you are asking for. However, let me just close the window. That noise. Someone is doing some welding around here. So we don't have what you're looking for. However, because we've been in the industry for a while, we definitely have contacts of other brokers. So I reached out to one or two that I know that are trustworthy. They also didn't have, so they said, let me look for it. So it went on. So one of them got back to me and said, there is the kind of land that you're looking for exactly. And this is the amount X. So I relayed to the lady who had come to our office and said that hiyo shamba yako imepatikana na hii ndio amount. Akasema, let me relay that to my client. When she did so, the client did not have a problem. So she came back and she was like, what is going to be my commission in all this? I said, you know, if you work with us directly, we have a percentage. But then I was like, let me just find out from the person that I talked about. So I asked this person, are you the one in direct contact with the seller? I was like, no, I'm also speaking to an agent. I was like, is that agent in direct contact with the client? Sorry for that again. So, I asked the agent, are you the one in direct contact with the client? So, I want us to pause and think about this chain and why LPC is very, very important. Already, as we are sitting as LPC in our office came somebody. So who is not the buyer on behalf of the buyer. And mark you, I also don't know if she was in touch with the buyer or she was also asking. So let's just assume she was in touch with the buyer. She's 1, I am 2. I asked an agent, this agent is 3. This agent asked an agent, and this agent is 4. And probably there is 5 or 7 people. There's a chain of 7 people between the buyer and the seller. Think about that for a moment. The price that I was given, I relayed it like that. Inaweza kuwa imeongezwa. Because, anyway, price itaongezwa. So when this lady asked about the commission, we were like, we have to confirm about that. So when I made that inquiry to now the agent person that I know, things changed. I tell you, things changed. And that is how we got out of the deal. We just felt like, no, we can't do this. The price that had been quoted, iliongezwa milioni 5, believe it or not. Now that there was a potential buyer, because huo buyer alisema hana shida na ile price yenye ilikuwa quoted. But now that there was feedback of a potential buyer, the price jumped 5 million. Originally it was 25, now it went to 30 million. And this one, you still do not know whether if you go into a room you're meeting the seller. So hata kama wewe ni seller, jiulize tu hata kama wewe ni seller, utauza hiyo shamba. Okay fine, hata umeambiwa ni buyer. You had said shamba yako probably ni 20 million. Unaletwa kwa room sasa na kuna buyer legit na at price ni 30 million. Unajua hata utasema ikae, I cannot just hand over 10 million just like that. This is my property. So let me tell you guys, at times I want to give up because also LPC has taken a very long time to gain traction. It's those things where you believe the idea, I believe in it solidly, the gap is there. It's just that we do not have the muscle. But we're working on things. That's okay. We're working on things. We do not have the muscle. However, it is very necessary for our platform to be out here to just shrink and to eliminate this distance between seller and buyer, so that also we can have realistic value of our property. Because huyo mtu hata tuseme tu ukweli anunue hii shamba at 30 million, unajua ndio itakuwa value yake kwa kichwa, itakuwa overvalued, yes, but that will be his value in his head. That will be the value that he knows and he recognizes and he honors. Haezi uza hiyo shamba below that. Kwa hivyo, it is very important and very necessary to eliminate this gap. What we do at LPC, yes, you may call us also, we are agents. Yata nyinyi ni agents, yata nyinyi mko kati ya seller na buyer, but us, the difference with our platform is that you set the price. When a seller is listing on our property, we do not add anything. Yes, there's an agreement of a commission between us and them, but it is at the seller price. The buyer is looking at the properties as at the price quoted by the seller. And if the buyer is interested in that property, then the buyer can contact the seller directly. Like hapa hakuna, hapa tu ni kuwapatia onyo kali sana buyers that ya kwamba love your property, love the price, we will connect you with the seller to take you to the ground. However, all your dealings, you do them inside of LPC office, because that is where we can protect your interests as a buyer, because we have our surveyors and we have our lawyers. You see, that is the, if you, we are happy to give you connection to the seller, because we believe in that direct connection. We believe in the seller also getting a direct access to you, and not coming to a room and getting shocked at how many people are even coming to this meeting where he is finally, or she is finally meeting the buyer. So ati kuna sijui watu wangapi. No, we are protecting the seller, we are protecting the buyer interests. The only disclaimer we have there, and you will always get it in an SMS from LPC, is that you conduct your businesses inside of our offices. That way you are protected up until the end. Usiende kuonyeshwa shamba huko uambiwe oh sijui nini, sasa ni umeona shamba umependa fanya hivi, hata nitakutolea 50,000. Hapana. Hiyo 50,000 haujui. Sisi ndio tunajua kumwangalia huyo seller vizuri, na kwa wewe seller sisi ndio tunamjua kumwangalia huyo buyer vizuri. That is one of the stories that I wanted to share, because last week I was like, oh my gosh, you know, let me tell you, when you're doing a business and it takes very, very long to pick. However, if it takes years, and I'm telling you years, it's not at long, at months, years. Self-doubt creeps in, not of the idea, but just like, can I like now move on and do something else? However, anytime I go and I interact with sellers and we do the due diligence, you know, my belief is amplified. You know, my focus is recentered. Anytime I hear stories like now the one that I have just shared, I'm like, you know what? This platform is needed. And it will come to you. It will come to you in a very good fashion. It's already there for you, but it will come to you in a very good fashion very soon. But that is just what I wanted to share. So if you want to buy property, kuja kwa website yetu landandpropertycenter.com. This is the Land and Property Center in Kenya. This is going to be the place where you want to sell and where you want to buy. It already is, but there's something I'm telling you, if you can pick it, it's coming to you in a very good way very soon. But for right now, if there's anything you want, just know hizo shamba zetu zote tumefanya due diligence, na hata pale mtakuwa mnafanya sale agreement na lawyer, atafanya ile historical search. Kwa hivyo you are covered 360 degrees. And that's what I wanted to share for today. Nice week ahead.